G'day legends, welcome to Willis's Worlds. And thanks for joining me here for episode 13 of GenX Plays Minecraft. We've got a bit of a different episode today. You see, for about the last 2 weeks we've had roadworks right outside our front door at night time, making sleep difficult but recording nearly impossible. So yeah, I haven't been able to do a lot. Fortunately today it poured down with rain this afternoon, so they're not out there working, so I'm trying to get in a bit while we can. So what I've been busy doing is building and landscaping. I finally made the base into a proper base, so we're going to go on a bit of a tour of that, and I want to show you a couple of mini farms we made to help with the landscaping resources required. You also might have noticed from the intro, I've got a new camera shot. I bought myself a new toy and I've been playing around with it. It's called Cinema Craft. I'll put up some details on screen here. So I've been using that. It's not too bad. It's a little bit finicky in parts, but it once you get it to work, it gives you some cool shots. So what I've done actually is a couple of shots of the base area. I've done one on a world that hasn't been touched, and then one where I've obviously touched it and put down what I have. So just to show you comparison. So we've got a couple of fly throughs of them. We'll show you then, and then we'll go for a little bit look around exactly what I've done, and I'll show you a couple of other little farms we've got. All right, sounds good. Enjoy it. Cheers. Hey, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the videos, the fly throughs. Just having a little bit of fun with out there at the moment. Where'd he go? Oh yeah. Oh, I was just going to show you the one of the add-ons that I've done to the base. I basically wanted to have some Nautilus inside in the lake area at the base, but there was no access, so I thought, bugger it, I'll build a tunnel. We've got a couple of lads out here, and we got Diane and Sam, and I'll get better at that. They're pretty cool, these little things. And yeah, just built a little enclosure here for them. That's it. Keep them attached there. Yeah, and here we've got all the different arms we can get, saddles and such forth. Can only find the one diamond so far. Bloody hard to find. Yeah, so we've got this little enclosure. Upstairs. Just the entrance to it. Good on me. Didn't do much else down the bottom end area here. I think the only other thing is I think we should put some bushes in. Oh, and some of the sugar cane. Was that new? I think it is. Yeah, we've got the string above it to stop from growing. They should be able to snip them off like the hanging things with your put some bushes in, just like the different hanging ones where you can snip them off with your the scissors or whatever they're bloody called. You should be able to do the same with bamboo, so you don't have to put the string up. Plus, I think with they're looking at the latest update of making string less transparent. It's going to be more visible, which is not the best idea. It's supposed to be a tripwire, which I don't think you should be able to see, or the only other use for it is, for stopping plants to grow. And you definitely don't want to see it, so yeah, I'm not sure what Mojang are doing with that one. Right, I'm going to cruise over. Right, yeah, I'll get changed, get my wings back on, we'll head back over and we'll see the next bits. Alright, I'll bring you back in a minute. Alright, snip back over here. I may as well start down the bottom here. Come up, I've upgraded the mine a little bit. So we've got our mine entrance there. We've still got, it gives us our access down to our a blacker drop just to make it look as if it went further. So just in here we've got our now a bubble column down to the bottom for our mining, and back up again. Also the entrance, the ancient cities down here as well. I don't know why it came, actually. The advantage of putting them next to each other, there's no need to go down the bottom, believe me. So we've got roll carts, just adding some movement around, same as the smoke from the fireplace, just to try and give it a bit more movement, a bit more realism to it. Decorated, we got some, I'll go into the boulders in a sec actually. Well, yeah, we may as well do that now while we're down the bottom actually. So I wanted to make the area a lot nicer. We've gone up this thing so many times while I was building and doing everything. It's just been basically the sort of viewing point for the build. So you remember before, this was all basically the mesa going into a little bit of forest, I suppose you call it, which you can still see a bit of it hanging off the edges and up the side, up the top there. But yeah, I went up, so I basically laid stone everywhere and then mossified it all. But then needed to break it up. It's just one big solid mess. So yeah, put a couple of trees down. We put the two tall flowers, as well as some of the normal flowers down. But yeah, it wasn't quite enough. We needed a bit more. And so that's where we built a few rock foundations, and that seemed to really break it up just enough. Oh shit, that's not good. I'll fix it. The rocks in definitely made it, yeah, broke up the, made it a bit more sort of, I suppose, realistic. I suppose is what we're basically going for, isn't it? All right, so that's the mine down there. We've got our stairs up. The pets. While I redesigned this area, yeah, I got a bombardment of creepers. Well, not a bombardment. I got a couple of them coming down, and they pretty well wiped out all the cows. I produced a heap of chickens. We were going really well with that, and then they came and wiped them all out. So, which is why you've got an ugly bit of a wall extension around everything down here at the moment. Now, I didn't want to lose all the trees and all that. I could have stopped them spawning, but I prefer the aesthetics of the forest just around here. So yeah, we've got a wall in there at the moment. It's a temporary fix, I think. Yeah, we've got a new, what is it, tiny takeovers. Yeah. Look, what to say. Look, personally, the best thing out of the update was the ability to turn stone back into cobblestone and turn deep slate back into cobble deep slate, just using your grinding stone. So that is a huge improvement. All right, back to the build here. So build here, yeah, not sure exactly what it was. I got inspired. I ended up getting inspired watching a mythical sausage building video where I was building a church, which is probably why we've ended up with, if you can see them, here we go, big long windows like that. But yeah, it's I'm not sure. I'm not 100% with it. But I don't mind it either. So we haven't done too much in the actual build itself here at the moment. As you can see, it's pretty empty. We do have an upstairs section. We put a stairwell in here. And we've got our upstairs section, which gives us a walkway around the top here. We might go in and catch a quick sleep if we can. I don't know why I couldn't talk while I was sleeping. I'm not sure. Little added storage area down the bottom under the stairs, of course. All right, and it connects straight in with the rest of our base. It was had to change this area a bit, but it's all pretty well exactly the same as it was. So yeah, we'll probably, this will be more aesthetics, the area we put in here. Yeah, not too sure. Probably a big dining room, sort of meeting area, that sort of stuff. Yeah. But that's for definite future wars. All right. Now we obviously greenified the area. We've got a waterfall down the side, which we'll show you in a sec. It comes down, leads into a sort of little stream along here, and into a little pond at the end here. Got a couple of trees. We've same again. Once again, we've sort of raised the bottoms up. We've added extra blocks in as if the roots are coming out. I think it looks pretty good. And we've got a witch somewhere. Would be fucking right, wouldn't it? We could really do without you. Where are you? Oh, there you are. Nice you just to sit down the bottom there. Oh, okay, seriously? I'm trying to run a fucking video here. Don't need your interruption. Where have you gone? Thank you. All right, back to the tour. All right, little bridge over the stream. We come around. Lots of plants. I don't know if I've overdone it, but I love seeing a lot of life and sort of, you've got your movement from the leaves coming down there. Also, we've got quite a few of the firefly bushes buried underground, so they are permanently in darkness. So because otherwise you don't get that many of these particles around during the day because they react to the light. So you bury a couple underground and they'll continuously bring your have your particles floating around. Waterfall here. The issue with the waterfall is you've got to look at it at the right angle because otherwise you can't see the fucking thing. So pretty well straight, and yeah, it's not all that visible. I think it's the biome. I mean the colour of the water. It does look nice reflections though. All right, let's head upstairs. This was we had this for a while. I think we already had this area done up here as well. Just our basically growing area for our seed and such forth that we get off the sniffers. Yep, we can hear them now. And I had to have the water come from somewhere, so sort of had some coming out the side of the mountain. What else we got? We haven't got too much more. Most of this is much the same. I had a great plan of, I was going to knock, well I did actually, I knocked off the two that were here originally, and then, because I got plenty of eggs, I did some breeding for the update, got 4 little fellas in, stopped them from growing, and thought, you beauty, the farm will be more profitable because there's more of them down there, but less crowded because there's only 4 little ones instead of these 2 gargantuan bastards. Yeah, but the little ones don't stick up seeds, do they? So, yeah, we're back to the big fellas. I might put 1 or 2 little ones in there just to have a look. But I was a bit disappointed. That's where my fucking bed ended up. I find these things everywhere. I'd leave them. I'm fucking hopeless with the beds. Alright, only other thing we did here was we put in a flower area. I'm not sure if you've seen or heard, but I should show you later on. I'll add a little clip here. Give me a second, and we'll magically add in a clip here of me doing flowers and showing you why it's so much better to have a drop block in there. All right, flowers. All right, same level. All right, you can get a couple. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We produced 5. That's about average. I'm sure everyone's done flowers. Now, 1 level down, a lot more. $15, 3 times as much. That's every time. Alright. Cheers. And if you already know, then yeah, don't worry about it. But and we've got it inside. We made a little farm, a few farms to help us with the getting all the vegetation we needed for the landscaping. I'm doing well. Alright, out the back here, got a couple of different machines. Alright, we'll start over here. Simple one, just a simple one for sea pickles. They only produce on coral. Get rid of that. And it's just a simple bang bang, and then you just run around and collect them. Yep, easy peasy. We could complicate it, but that sort of one. For the amount of I did build a farm once, then big magnificent thing. It was great. I think I ran it once, and I never used a fraction of all the pickles that it produced. So yeah, I'll just we'll leave it at just a little menu one is plenty enough for a single player world. Here we got the hanging moss. All right, this is a Willis design. I don't know if someone else has done the same simple thing, but yeah, where is it? Here we are. All right, we've got clippers. All we do is we turn it on. and just hold this down. And keep going. If you do happen to, I think I run out of bone meal. If you do happen to run out of the shears, all we do is while we're cutting away, we step over to the side, bang, it shoots us in a pair, and we keep going. Right, all that is a pressure plate hooked up to a dropper. Easy. All right, so that's our hanging moss. I need to be carrying it all around. I've got to remember to fill that up. Here we've got any of the two tall flowers, and I've already stuffed the system up, haven't I? Which one was that? Ah, one of the, because I know there's 6 of them. I'm missing one of the bastards. Yeah, for this simple, I'll get used to using shelves. Just open it up, plonk it down, close it up, just turn it on, and let's start producing them for us. Simple. And grab your one back and pop it back in the shelf. All right. Firefly bushes. All we've got here is basically 2 sections of the farm, timing circuit. It runs the dispenser here, which is full of bone meal, onto the mud. We're using mud because you can plant firefly bushes on it, but because it's not a full block, it's actually slightly smaller. You can put hoppers directly underneath it, and they will catch whatever is ended up on top of it. So all we do is, so your timing circuit is powering that, and then on a fraction of a delay is our piston. So we should be able to hit that. It'll grow, because this will be back by that stage. It'll grow another plant on the mud there. Piston will move, it'll fall, we'll catch it in our hoppers, and then just continually back and forth over that. Simple. Beautiful. And our last one we've got here is for bushes. Now this is a bit more annoying, because with the firefly bushes you can just knock them out with your hands. You don't need anything. With these things you need to be using shears. Alright, so we get our shears up here. Very similar system to the other one, except no piston moving it. So you got a timing circuit straight hooked up to your dispenser with your bone meal. The good thing about this is if it can't produce anything, it won't waste the bone meal. See, it's not pumping any out because it can't grow any, but as soon as you break it, you can just sit here. Got a block of obsidian behind it, so you'll never break that with your shears. And yeah, just go to town once we've got enough. And once again, just drops down into our chest here, push. Put them back. Alright, the only other thing we've built new, which is basically we did it partly because of the tiny takeover, as you can, from all the chickens downstairs, but yeah, well, mainly we're dealing with chickens at the moment with this, and there's a new little entrance down to the couple of farms I've got down the bottom here. The wheat farm, the bees, and through here we had the sheep and the cactus. We now also have a chicken coop. So we've got all 3 different types of chickens in there, 4 of each one, and they're producing eggs. We started. We've also got a slaughter chamber here. This will probably be the last lot I do, which I may even film in a second. After that, we're just going to let the eggs build up. I want to build up at least a good couple of shulkers full of eggs for when we turn our eyes towards the wither. Those eggs will be able to convert them into wither roses. So we want at least a good couple of shulker boxes full of them. And that's pretty well it. They're all additions. And if you do remember, this will lead us straight out to, we had to move the entrance slightly before, back out to our farm area. And this is where the bloody creepers have dropped down on us. I got a tendency out of every time I come out, I'd end up just flying out a couple hundred blocks and coming back just to make sure anything that was here despawns. But yeah, that's where we're up to now. Trying to decide next episode, we're either going to start tackling a couple of trial chambers, or we're going to go after the prismarine because that, whoop, Bucksy, bastards. Fuckers. I hate the bricks. Saying that because all the talk recently about how they'd never introduced something like the creeper now into the game. Oh, fucking jumpy now. Where are you, you prick? Yeah, come on. You couldn't take them out of the game. They're part of their Minecraft. And as much as annoying bastards they are, they're definitely part. And I've got to say, it's the Enderman that pissed me off. Their destruction of of landscaping and shit like that is, yeah. But no, can't lose the creepers. As annoying as they are, we've got to keep them. So, yeah, I think we'll call it an episode there. Yeah, as I was saying before I got interrupted, that's how I get my mind back on track. Yeah, so next episode we're probably either going to be looking at trial chambers, or we're going to start on our prismarine farm, which is a pretty major undertaking. That's why I've been holding off a little bit on that one, because that's, yeah, big lot of work. We'll see what we're doing, and yeah, hopefully you join me in the next one. Give us a like. Make sure you're subscribed, and if you know an old fart that plays Minecraft, please pass it on to them. All right, have a good one, guys. Check you later. Cheers.